Oh, hi there. It's me again. I have a question for you. Have you seen my dog Blue? I can't find her anywhere. Do you think you can help me find Blue? You can? That's great. But I got an idea. I'm gonna ask for some extra help. Let's see who I can find. Oh, hi there.
Hi, Josh.
What? My name's Ethan.
Hi.
I got a question for you guys.
What?
Can you guys help me find my dog Blue?
Sure thing. Sure, yeah.
All right, let's go look.
Blue, are you in here?
Oh, I don't think Blue's in here.
Hey, Blue, are you in here?
Oh, it doesn't look like she's in here either.
Let's try a different one.
Let's look for Blue.
Oh, in here,
Is Blue in there?
Blue? Not in tub.
She's not in the tub. Oh no. Geez, I think we've checked all the rooms. But I've got an idea. What about in the garage? Let's go see.
Oh, yeah! Oh, yeah! I forgot about the garage.
All right, let's take a peek.
Oh, no. And here. Oh, no.
Oh no. It looks like Blue got into the protein again.
Wait, what do you mean by again? Oh, no. No! No! What happened? What happened? What happened? So sad. What happened?
All right, what is going on, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. Today I just wanted to do a quick video of just essentially just showing you how I track my food and a little insight, I guess, as to what I eat in a day. Yeah, so all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open my Fitness Pal, and then from here I will just go into my diary. As you can see, I already tracked a couple things this morning. I wasn't initially going to do a tracking video, but I figure, hey, why not? So those are essentially a couple of the things I had for breakfast, which was just a protein shake with milk. I had 2 new flavors to try of some protein that I had, so I was curious about both, so I figured I'd give those a shot first thing this morning. Normally I would have some sort of shake with oats blended together, or I have like actual like protein oatmeal where I just make my oatmeal and then I add a scoop of whey protein to it. So today I just woke up and I had my my milk with a scoop of the chocolate caramel protein, and then as well I tried a scoop of my raspberry cheesecake protein separately, but I tracked them both, so I used 2 cups in total of milk, as you can see, and I use Homo milk just because that's what we were using for the kids, so that is what I have been using. Some things that I forgot to add though is I usually have coffee, and then in my coffee I also put a scoop of the collagen that we use, so I will go ahead and add that. So they made it really simple now, so when you look at your history of tracked food, most of the stuff is right in there, so that is very convenient. That being said, there's my collagen, so I'm just going to quickly add that one. However, if you were to be adding it for the first time, you'd obviously hit add food, and then you could either scan the barcode, which they have a pretty good database, but you do want to keep in mind that not everything is accurate because it is uploaded by other people. So sometimes the information is wrong, or if you're like me and live in Canada, sometimes the food labels are the American product of that, which are slightly different. So keep that in mind. Really check out the macros on it to make sure that it is actually the same macronutrient profile as what you are actually eating. So that is very important to watch out for. However, I have already checked all these because I tracked them this morning. But I also have my food broken down into funny little categories. So I have my breakfast, second breakfast, lunch, snacks, dinner, and a second dinner. At one point I was eating multiple meals a day, and I just found this was the simplest way, and then I just kind of left it because I thought it was also funny just to see that I'm eating like a second dinner pretty much worth of calories. But I will track my lunch now. So for lunch, I eat pretty well the exact same thing every lunch, just because it's something that's really convenient for me and I can prepare it ahead of time. So we usually will cook in bulk a bunch of just basmati rice and keep that in a container so that I can just go into there and grab what I need. So you can search it and just search basmati rice, and then you'll get a ton of different options. So just look for the brand that you would normally use. Make sure that the macronutrients are in line with that, but I am going to just quick add because I am a very simple person, and I consume the same thing pretty well every single day. So the one I do is I do 150 grams of basmati white rice by Tilda. So I will add that as well. I have been doing 5 ounces of extra lean ground beef. And all I mix in there is Bragg's seasoning, which is 0 calories. So I don't even track that. And then as well, what I like to do, maybe this is weird, but I also add this Ed Smith's syrup. So it's a low calorie, no sugar added syrup. And it just gives it like that sweet and salty. It's really good. So don't knock it till you try it. But that is basically like my quick lunch that I eat. As well, while I'm at work, I also will always bring water in a big shaker cup with my greens, which I am using the Cyto greens. So I do 1 scoop of that, and then as well I do amino energy, which is like A-cuts, which is just like a branched chain amino energy with additional caffeine. So I like that. And then I also add glutamine, but I never track the glutamine. I don't know why I don't, but it's about 5-10 calories. But that is like, again, one of those things that I consistently do every single day. And then as well, I will also add to snacks because on my way home from work, I also tend to drink another protein shake. So yes, I do 2 protein shakes in a day, quite frequent. I find this the easiest way to hit my protein target as well. If I'm not hungry, it's very nice to be able to just like crush another protein shake, which I really enjoy, and easy calories. I don't want to not eat those calories because then my body is going to adapt, and then I'm going to have to drop my calories even more. And I like leaving them high because that gives me a lot of wiggle room when I am on a cut like I am currently. So what I have been doing is 2 scoops of, let's see if I can find it here. Where is it? feel like it should be near the top here, but I don't see it. Right here. So whey protein, this is the protein source protein, so those macros match my powder. As well, I do 2 scoops again, and I also mix that with milk. I actually only do 1.5 cups of milk with that, so I'm going to just edit that. And then as well, what I've been doing is I have these better stevia drops. I take 2 to 3 drops and I add it to that, and it just kind of changes that taste completely, and it's like chocolate caramel like milkshake, I find. So that protein powder is like amazing. And with those stevia drops, it's just like phenomenal. It's like a maple stevia drops, and they are awesome. Then for dinner, which I have not eaten yet, which normally I would have eaten by now, but I was busy filming my intro to this video, and then also just getting a few things together for the video. But I do another, usually I'll do either 150 or 300 grams of rice. Today I didn't have my oats with my morning shake, so my carbs are going to be a little bit lower, so I'm actually going to do 300 grams of rice. And then I usually do chicken as my second meal, so I usually just do 4 ounces, mostly because I don't know, chicken is just not that fun, and I find 4 ounces, I don't dread eating it. I actually enjoy it, but anything more than that, and I just find I'm like, after a while I'm just like choking it down. So that is how I keep it enjoyable for me. But so my remaining calories is 660 calories, and as you can see, I'm pretty deficient on my carbs. Protein is doing pretty good, and then my fats are also fairly low. So normally what I would actually do is kind of plan out my day ahead of time and log it the day before, and then that way I know I'm spot on with my macros and I know exactly what I need to eat for that day. And again, I'm a creature of habit, so I tend to just eat the same things over and over again because I hate cooking. I suck at cooking, and it is just a miserable time for me. So for my second dinner, I always like to finish the night off with, where is it? Anyway, it is, I'll search this one, Smart Popcorn, there it is. So it shows number of servings, so I do it based on per gram, but typically the bag ends up being about 58 grams, but I always tend to just weigh it anyway, so I'll just dump a bunch in a bowl, and then I'll keep make note of that, and then I'll grab, when I go to grab my second bowl, which usually empties the bag, I will just add them together and make sure to adjust that accordingly, just so that I know that I'm not over consuming. But that is the popcorn, and then I will also be doing 2 slices of bread and 2 tablespoons of peanut butter. So I'm gonna have exactly what it sounds like, a peanut butter sandwich, which I love also ending the night with. That leaves me at 11 with everything. So what I might actually do is just have that with a glass of milk. And then that puts me at about 36 calories. So I'm 36 calories over, which I honestly typically have been about like Some days I'm under, some days I'm over, so I kind of keep track of that and just make sure that I'm not constantly over. It's typically within, like, my tracking is typically within like a 50 calorie difference, so it's either like 50 calories over or 50 calories under. But again, I also make sure, like, if I'm 50 over one day, I'll make a note of that, and then usually I'll like be 50 under another day, just to kind of balance it out so that I'm not constantly over 5 days a week. Because if I was over 50 calories 5 days a week, that's 250 calories, which is significant, and is kind of defeats the purpose of what I'm trying to do. So yeah, I just make sure that I alternate those. But that is very basically how I track my food. Again, I also use a food scale. I find that extremely important when you are tracking your food. Like, if you're just trying to track based off of like serving sizes on the back of a package, where it says like one serving is 100 grams or half a cup, those can be two very different things. So a lot of the time it's completely off, and you'll do a half a cup, but if you were to actually weigh that, you'd find out it's 150 grams instead of 100 grams. So now you have eaten essentially, you know, an extra 50 grams of whatever it is, which can throw your calories and your tracking off by a lot. So keep that in mind. I always recommend getting a food scale if you are going to be tracking your food. Other than that, the more you can kind of prepare ahead of time, the easier it's going to be for you. Those would be my two biggest tips. So plan the day, at least the day ahead. I don't like to plan like a week ahead. So I used to do where I would just like prep a bunch of individual meals and have those, and then I would just stick to that strict eating plan. But I found that by the end of the week, I was no longer wanting what I had initially planned that I wanted, and then I would end up making something else. Most of the time, just going out and getting food. So that is a terrible idea, but it works for some people. Some people need that structure. I do not work well with it. I get bored of it, even though I eat the same things every day. Just knowing that, oh, I planned a week ahead and this is what I'm going to be eating, it makes me almost like feel like I need to rebel and be like, no, I'm not eating that. I'm going to find something else now, because that is boring. But in the end, I probably end up eating the same thing anyway. But yeah, I hope you found this video useful. I feel like I just kind of ranted that whole time, but again, yeah, hopefully you can take something from this. I just wanted to kind of throw out there what I'm eating. Probably not the most optimal with the amount of protein that I consume, because I do consume, I typically take about 4 scoops of protein a day to hit my macros, just because lately I've just not been enjoying protein like food, but at the same time I know I need to keep those calories up, otherwise I'm gonna struggle in the long run. And also, I tend to tolerate it very well. That being said, I have been trying a couple different vegan protein powders, just to kind of at least throw that in the mix, so that I'm not constantly just consuming way, and then I end up developing some sort of autoimmune to it, or some sort of issue. So I do want to try to find something that I can at least enjoy. But that being said, so far vegan protein has not been my best friend. I find they all taste like garbage, but I'm still hopeful, and I keep trying a few different ones here and there to throw that in the mix. But yeah, everything in moderation. Try to get your greens, your micronutrients in, and yeah. Until next time, peace.